Hey guys, it's time for the question of the week. And today's question comes from someone on my YouTube channel. And this is a great question, so I'm excited to answer this today. Of course, like most things in this journey, like I would say everything, there isn't one straight direct answer. There's multifaceted answer. So that's how this one's going to go as well. So the question is, why is the twin flame journey harder for some people than for others? And first, I'd like to preface this with if you're comparing your journey to others' journey, first of all, that's your fear based push energy, right? There's no comparison, there's no competition, there's no doing it right or wrong for one person, not the other person. Everyone's journey is unique and individual, the way it plays out and manifests physically. So if you're comparing your journey to others, you're just seeing it, their journey, and you're even comparing your journey. The outward physical, how it's manifesting physically is what you're focusing on, which is not what we want to focus on, right? We want to keep the attention, our focus within, on our fear-based energy, not on what's going on and how things are manifesting in the physical world. For us or for others, right? So that's the first thing, first caveat to answering this question. However, I am going to go deeper and answer, try to answer it, in the other facets that that apply to it. So there is that, first of all. You don't really want to be focusing or paying attention to how your journey is going by looking at the physical manifestation of what's going on in your 3D world, right? The 3D world comes last. In the twin flame journey, how things manifest physically, what's going on in your physical world, especially physically relating with your twin flame or not, that all has to be trickled down. It all comes in from first your soul level. So that's where we need to focus first, is the soul level. We can't be looking at the 3D physical world and, thinking like, oh, my journey is more hard than this person's journey, or like, I have it easy compared to this person. No, that's not how it is. Everyone's journey is unique and individual, how it manifests physically. However, what is going on behind the scenes, like on the soul level, is all identical. Okay? It's all identical. It's all the same truth. There's one truth, and that's across the board. It's across the board for everyone. The universe does not play favorites. It's one truth. And so that truth is that, that what I'm saying, like, you need to keep your focus on internally on your soul. And at this point, that's your fear-based push energy. So that's that. Now, why does some people's journey physically, maybe not last as long, or tend to they tend to be able to, have a physical relating experience with their twin flame, faster than others. They tend to move through, the working part or the hard part, the challenging parts faster or easier than others. There's two reasons for that. And the first one is that, quite simply, they just resonate with this, with the truth easier. They resonate with the truth faster, easier. They're just resonating with this. Some people it takes longer to resonate. Some people can watch my videos and resonate and do this journey. Very, very small fraction of people, but they can. A slightly bigger fraction of people can, for example, work in my process do-it-yourself system, my downloadable system that's available. And, that's enough for them. I mean, I do have one student who did that, who's married to her twin flame right now. And she did it very quickly, actually, faster than it takes to go through my Magnetize Your Twin Flame program. So, I mean, it's just, it's how you resonate. And that, again, is also unique and individual. Also, how long it takes to resonate is unique and individual. People are, different things get through to different people and resonate with people in different ways, right? Some people, it helps them better to watch a video. Some people read it and resonate with it better when they read the words. Some people actually have to, go through a whole coaching program and they need people to guide them. Most people do. I needed to. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean you're not going to get it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not worse at this than anyone else. It's just is. It's just the way your soul has orchestrated it for you to move through this journey. That's the first reason. Just people resonate in different ways, and at different speeds, and that's perfect. But the other reason is that, you know, it has to do with, you know, physically, logistically, you know, what's going on. So, for example, we don't want to focus on the physical stuff, like I said, but to answer this question, why it looks like, you know, some people maybe like got through this, you know, easier than others or faster than others, or, you know, because you're focusing on what their physical world is looking like compared to yours. Um, you know, like I said, it has to happen on the soul level. And then it trickles down, or it trickles down into the physical world. So, you know, soul level first, then physical manifestation, right? But there is a delay there. I mean, and that delay varies. It varies on, you know, on the person, on the people's circumstances, on the physical circumstances. Sometimes it really does, because, you know, even though inside you might be feeling, you might be balanced and you know, ready to interact with your twin flame, you know, your soul has to work that out. Remember, you are balancing yourself, and you're also balancing for your twin flame. So, but that doesn't happen instantaneously either. So you're balancing for yourself, you're doing this work, and you're feeling amazing. You know, eventually, and I mean, it eventually could be, you know, in like 1 minute from now or 1 second from now to, like, you know, however long it takes. It could be any length of time. But eventually, I mean, your twin flame is being balanced out too. It doesn't happen instantaneously, like I said. And in order for your twin flame to be balanced out, your soul has to work out things for that to happen. And because your twin flame is not, you know, doesn't know what's going on, they don't know to focus on within, on themselves, they don't have to. That's perfect. You know, for them to balance out, things have to happen physically in their lives, because that's all they're focusing on. Remember, they don't know this. They don't have the beauty or the blessing of knowing this. You know this. You know that this is all happening on a soul level. They don't. Just like before you started this journey, you didn't know that either, right? I didn't know that either. They don't know that, and that's fine. That's perfect. But, you know, so they have to be balanced out by what their focus is and the level of consciousness they're at currently, and that is in the physical world. So your soul has to arrange things for your twin flame in their physical reality to help them balance more. And I'll give you some examples, or an example. So say your twin flame has, you know, a problem, like say they you know, they've turned to doing drugs or drinking a lot or partying a lot or whatever, right? And, you know, that's something that needs to balance out, because, you know, they turn to doing that more, say, because, you know, as a result of your fear-based pull energy, which is what they are. You know, remember that energy, it's addictive too, and it has to find, you know, a way to satisfy its addiction in other things or people or whatever. So say your twin flame is, you know, satisfying that somehow with, you know, partying too much or drinking or doing some drugs or whatever, right? So, well, in order to balance out, obviously they're gonna like kick that addiction a bit. But, you know, and for people in the physical world to usually kick an addiction, something has to happen on the physical level for them to realize, to wake them up. Like they have to hit like rock bottom or something, right? In order to realize that, hey, you know, oh, I need to stop this, or I need to get some help or something, right? So, I mean, that's what needs to happen. So, you know, it takes time. Your soul has to work out things in the physical world to, you know, kind of show your twin flame that, hey, you know, you're not in a good space here. You need to, you know, change some things and get over, you know, this addiction or whatever, right? Your soul needs to lead your twin flame to hit rock bottom. And that's also why it could look like, you know, things in your twin flame's life are getting worse while you're feeling better. And that's a very common thing. You know, it doesn't happen exactly at the same time, parallel together at this point. You know, your twin flame things have to get worse a lot of times for them to get better. And so, you know, that's why we can't really base what's going on or judge how our journey is going by looking at the physical reality or even the physical reality of our twin flame, because that's not a good judge. It has to happen first on the soul level, and then it trickles into the physical level. And again, there's a delay there. There's a delay based on all sorts of physical circumstances. You know, if your soul has it that you two are going to, when you're balanced out, just randomly bump into each other somewhere on the street or in some, like, you know, public place, then guess what? I mean, that's going to take a little longer for you guys to come together physically like that if you live across the planet than if you live down the street, right? And it's just logistics. I mean, that's just the way it is. Or, if there's other people involved, other souls involved. I mean, your soul needs to work it out on the level with their soul too, for the highest good of all concerned. Like if you're twin flames, in a relationship with someone else, your soul needs to work that out with their soul, that person's soul, for the highest good of all concerned. And then physically things are going to happen where they start, getting on each other's nerves or start fighting more, or, something happens, whatever, right? Other people could be brought in, the third parties, fifth parties, whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? So like, it depends on physically and logistically what's also going on for, how quickly or how easily things move along in this journey in the physical level. But, you don't need to concern yourself with all that. Like I said in the beginning, all you need to concern yourself with is balancing out your fear-based push energy and then trusting and believing in your soul, which is in yourself, which is in your twin flame, for it to all work out in divine, perfect timing, because that's how it does. So I hope this answers that question. Thank you so much for the question. Please continue to submit questions to me, however, which way you can. I'm always looking for them, and I will be sure to get to them in a future video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great weekend and lots of love.